Hello, everybody. This is Knight, and today we're on Epic 7, and we're going to be doing a quick overview on Destina. And she is my personal bae. She's going to be on my team forever and a day. And we're actually okay. Now, if you're looking in the background, you may see my equipment. Just notice this was throwaway stuff from the very beginning. I do want to have her on a effectiveness resistance set. Late game or mid to late game, but I, okay, the optimal thing that I want to do for her is put her on speed set, but that's only if I can get up to 100% effectiveness resistance with enough health and defense. Um, but yeah, so that's my main goal right now for her. I got for my ultimate build anyway, personally. Now, yeah, we can go into her skill set real quick. Now, if you just look at her moves on her skill one, key to an oath, attacks with the staff and heals the ally with the lowest health. Healing increases proportional to the caster's max health. If you soul burn it, attacks the enemy and greatly heals all allies, does not trigger a dual attack. Alright. Now, this move right here is good to have on a healer. Because for one, she's constantly healing. Even if she uses her real skills, her most basic of skills will still heal somebody. And that's going to be great for a roll. And then the fact that you can use Soul Burn to give it an additional effect to become an AoE heal, and a good one at that. It greatly heals all allies. So just remember that part. But yes, it's wonderful. All right. Now for her second skill, Regen, blesses an ally, recovering their health and increases their combat readiness by 30%. Healing increases proportional to the caster's max health. All right. Now this skill right here, it recovers health, but not only does it recover health, it increases their combat readiness, making their turn come faster. All right. And there is a little tip or trick that I want to tell people about this, and that is if you use Destina as your tank, all right, she will be taking the most damage. So in turn, she will be using this skill mainly on herself, allowing her turn to come back faster and faster. All right, just so you know that. And it does healing increase in proportional to the caster's max health, so the more health, the better. So that's just another thing. And we get to her real skill, my favorite one, Destina's Grace. Yes, she is so graceful. All right. Now, it grants all allies the blessing of a spirit lord, dispelling all debuffs and recovering health. If the ally was debuffed, their combat readiness will also be increased by 15% per each debuff. Effect can only be applied up to 4 times. Healing increases proportional to the caster's max health. All right, and it has 5 turn cooldown. You can get it down to 4. And I didn't really discuss the other cooldown, huh? That's right. No, not key to oath. Regen. Regen has a 3 turn cooldown that does not go any lower. All right. But yeah, back to Destina's Grace. 5 turn cooldown. I got it down to a 4 turn, so it comes around a little bit faster. And yeah, it's nice. Now, you may notice 15% per each debuff, but it stacks only up to 4 times. So if you do some quick math, you'll see that that's 60% combat readiness if all of your teammates, well, for all of your teammates, if all of them have 4 debuffs on them when you use this skill. So that's half of a turn as far as speed goes. Well, a little bit more than half because it's 60%, but just to give you an estimate of it. And this is the reason why you want Destina. This is her best skill, but not only that, this is why you want her to be the last person to go on your team. All right, the last person, not the first, not the second or the third, the last, because she is a healer, which is a support unit. She's not used for debuffing, not used for attacks, nothing of the sort for the most part. All right, now you want her to go last, so after the enemy goes or your team goes, if somebody breaks in between your line or your turn order and starts hitting you with crowd control effects, you can use Destina's Grace to not only speed up your team, but to also cleanse them of debuffs. And if you go first and then somebody interrupts your order, you can't do that until your next turn, your next full turn, should I say? So yeah, it's just something to take note of. And yeah, okay. Now her 3 main stats, I would have to say, would be health, effectiveness, resistance, and speed. Now, after that, you can go for defense. Like you can squeeze as much defense as possible, but that is not a priority. It's mainly health, effect resistance, and speed. Speed because you want her. Okay, if you speed tune her to your team, and you don't plan on having everybody else super super fast, you can, instead of using speed, you can use defense. All right. But effectiveness, resistance, and health are a must have for her because all her moves heal, and the only thing that can stop a healer is a debuff or death. All right. Debuff or death. That's it. So as long as you can't be debuffed, you don't have to worry about nobody stopping you from healing your team or doing anything of the sort, making it so you're unhealable, stunning you, all of that stuff. All right. And since she cleanses, you only have to really put it on her, making her resistant, because as long as she doesn't get stunned, she can cleanse for your whole team. All right, but yeah, that's another thing. Last thing before I go and stop talking about the Bay, because I really do. This is my character. This is the one. I even went ahead and used some more Covenant summons to get my dupe. If you notice to the right, we're gonna talk about cards. Or well, not cards, artifacts. And for artifacts, I have. Let me see. Come on, I clicked it. Okay, I have the heroic artifact Water's Origin. Now, this is the one that I particularly wanted for her because everybody's talking about Shamadra's staff, and Shamadra's staff increases all healing by 40%. That's fine, I guess. But Destina heals so much and so well that you do not need the extra 40%. It is waste because if you're over healing people, it doesn't add anything. You're just wasting, more potential you could be putting towards something else because you don't get. It's not like you heal people and then get a shield for over healing them or something like that. So let's just, yeah, she does fine without it. But yeah, I put this on her in order to speed her up for whenever she takes hits. So if somebody tries to focus her, not only will you be speeding her up, she has damage mitigation, so she doesn't lose that much health from taking big attacks. Well, yeah, big attacks will speed her up. So if let's read the card. If damage taken exceeds 20% of max health, recovers 8% health and increases combat readiness by 10%. Now this is only level one, so level one. So if you max it out, I expect the effects to double. We can go and take a look at that later on in the video. But yeah, this is the must. Well, for me personally, this is the card that I think is the most effective on her. This one, or there is another 4-star artifact card. Um, let's take a quick look through here the journal. Another 4-star artifact card that actually allows you to cleanse one teammate each turn. Now, okay, I thought I clicked it, but apparently not. Scroll down. I think it's, yeah, Wondrous. Yep, here it is. Wondrous Potion Vial. All right. Now, it's 50% chance to dispel one debuff from an ally at the beginning of the turn. But if you max it out, it becomes 100%. So you will always be cleansing at least one person with Destina, even if your 3 is down. And this is probably the card I will want most. Well, not most, but equally as much as I want the one that I have. So it's between these two. All right. These Water's Origin and Wondrous Potion Vial. These are my two favorite cards for Destina. Now, this one I think is also a good one. If I had top 3, this is on the list. Increases the caster's combat readiness by 15% when using a skill that does not attack enemies. And it goes up 30%. The reason I didn't put this in my top 2 is because you want her to go last. And since all her moves are healing, she's constantly going to be sneaking up in turn order because of this card. And it's cool to use for her if she is your tank. But if she's just your support healer in the back, I wouldn't recommend it. That's just my personal preference on it, my little take. But yeah, to each their own. You can do what you want. And the 5-star artifacts, I told you about Shamadra's staff already. How I don't really like that on her because she heals too good for an extra 40% to really make a difference. You'll just be over healing, and that won't really do anything. This is for you can use this for Aether, the prince healer that they give you at the beginning of the game. You can use that for him. This will help him heal better. But Destina doesn't need that. And then you have the Rod of Amaryllis. What can I say about this? Heals the ally with the lowest health by 12% when using non-attack skill. And that goes up to 24%. I mean, that's actually good. That's good. No real complaints. I still wouldn't put it over the other 3 choices well, actually, it can take the slot for the third choice. It could be either The Rod of Amaryllis, or what's this one again? Oh, the tome. I'm just gonna say the tome because I ain't got time to try to pronounce the word correctly anyway. Yeah. So the tome or Amaryllis rod, and yeah, that has been a quick little character overview on my bay, and I'm sure a couple other people's, but back off, you can't have her. And we're gonna go ahead and end the video by going back to where I can see their face once again. There we go, Destina. All right, now this is Night, and I want to say thanks for showing up. If you like, leave a like, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye.